Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Bechtold and I'm going to be doing my workshop presentation on the interpersonal deception theory. Just to let you know before I start, my audience is a church group of women who don't always have to be having marital issues but are curious about deception in marriage and what to do about deception when they're faced with it. So I also have a PowerPoint presentation. It's just kind of a vague overview of what I'm talking about. So if you want to follow along, you can pull that up. That's great as well. Okay, so getting into the presentation. Hello ladies, today I'm going to be talking to you about the interpersonal deception theory. So I'm sure we've all heard of deception and what it is, but let's talk a bit about the theory and what it lays behind it. I'm going to be talking about the interpersonal deception theory and how we can spot in our marital relationships. Being married can be hard. I think we all know that. I've only been married for 3 years, and I'll tell you, it has been one of the toughest things. But anything that's worth a lot of effort is worth keeping around. I definitely think I want to keep my husband around because he's a pretty good guy, and marriage is good. And I'm sure all of you have great marriages as well. But we do need to be careful in looking for interpersonal deception within our marriages. So just to give a quick overview of what IDT is, in 1996 it was created by communication professors David Buller and Judy Burgoon. Before they created this theory, there wasn't much on the topic, which is strange because we know that there's always been deception out there. No one's just ever made a theory for it. So according to Knapp and Daly in the Sage Handbook of Interpersonal Communication, interpersonal communication makes an assumption common to interpersonal communication that communication is goal-directed, which means that people have strategies to construct plausible untruths, to evade detection, and to promote believability. And like I said, that's from Knapp and Daly, 2011, page 267. So right there, right from the interpersonal communication book, it tells us in simple terms, what they're telling us is that the theory is describing when a messenger is relaying a message, relaying information, and they're being false or misleading. So I'm assuming that many of you have felt misled in your marriage before. I know I have. Sometimes little white lies can come up or certain things can happen where sometimes we do question our spouse and we wonder, why are they withholding information? Why are they telling us this? There's 4 key terms that I think that we should cover today, which fall under IDT. The first is assumptions. The second is truth bias and suspicion. The third is leakage, and the fourth is motivation for deception. So let's get into the first key term of assumptions.